All right, y'all. No edits, no reaction. I'm just giving my review because last night I went and saw Dragon Ball Z or Super. I don't know what the last letter is. Dragon Ball Superheroes. And I'm going to break it down because a lot of people were asking me what was my opinions on this movie. Because if you know me, I'm very outspoken about Gohan and Piccolo, um, specifically those two characters, you know? And it's ironic that this movie was really about Gohan and Piccolo. Now, in the past, I've said, I don't know if I'm gonna give spoilers on this. If so, I'll say, yeah, I will actually. I'll give you spoiler warning. I'll try not to give spoilers in the beginning, but I've always had a problem that I felt like they they kind of hoed Piccolo. They hoed Piccolo a lot. I think it like as the series progressed, it just became the Goku and Vegeta show, and they've done a horrible job at making I feel like everybody else even useful in fights or useful in situations, you know? Now I understand, and Gohan is just like that too. I've said 100 times before, Dragon Ball Z is not the story of Goku, if you really know. It's the story of Gohan. It really is. Dragon Ball is the story of Goku. Dragon Ball Z is the story of Gohan. If you look really, Gohan beat Raditz. Let's keep it tall. Like Piccolo landed the killing blow, but Gohan weakened him to a point where he could do that. He beat the first bad guy. And then when you fast forward to Boo, like we could say the Cell Saga 2, Super Saiyan 2, that's kind of where Dragon Ball Z could have ended. But the Boo Saga with Ultimate Gohan was still about Gohan because it was about the fact that it wasn't really about the big transformation and getting super buff and your hair getting long. Ultimate Gohan, Mystic Gohan was just regular his hair, and it was really showing him controlling his power. That's what it was. Goku and Vegeta are more about exuding explosive power. Gohan was always that, but if he learned how to control it, he would be the best. And that's what Dragon Ball Z Superhero is about. Now, I hated how they turned Gohan into a super weak character. Now, I fully understand. There's some people who actually think it's bad writing to do that. I don't necessarily think it's bad writing. I think it's bad writing in certain places, but not with the way that everybody else says. Because Gohan becoming a scientist and not really wanting to fight anymore makes sense. If you really think about it, Gohan has PTSD. Yeah, I'm getting this deep with it. I'm a Dragon Ball Z historian, so you better. Gohan has been fighting since he was a little kid. And you could say, well, so has Goku. Goku is an alien. I'm sorry, my bad. Goku is an alien that is from an alien warrior race. If you look at Krillin's trajectory, that's more matching of Gohan's because Krillin is a human. Gohan was raised as a human, and Gohan is only half Saiyan. So the human side of and if you look at Gohan as a kid, the things he went through, realistically, was crazier than what Goku went through in Dragon Ball. Let's keep it tall. Let's keep it real. If you go from being kidnapped to he was there when Krillin died, he was there when Piccolo got blown up, he was there. How many of his mentors has he seen get perished? All of this stuff. So I get it. And maybe he grows up and no longer. But here's the thing about Gohan, where it's bad writing. Gohan was always supposed to have that key inside him. He wasn't supposed to lose it. That's the whole point of Gohan as a character. When anything that he loves is gone up against, he will strike with extreme and with extreme prejudice and destroy everything. So going into the movie. That's really what the movie's about. It's about Gohan and Piccolo getting back or getting power boosts. I literally think this movie was made so they can fast forward Gohan and Piccolo back up to where they needed to be. Because spoiler, Piccolo gets a new transformation in this, right? And it's funny because if you go back and watch some of my videos when I covered Dragon Ball Z, especially on this page, I said They need to give Piccolo a new transformation, and it needs to be like the demon. It's like they forgot Piccolo was the Demon King. It's like they forgot. They forgot. And in this one, they damn near give him the transformation I said in one of my videos, where it looks like he taps into his demon back into Piccolo Daemon, and then to the point where his antennas turn into like devil horns. I loved it. Oh, the goosebumps that ran through my body. I almost had to catch a tear in the corner when Piccolo came. I said, yes! That's not Piccolo, that's Piccolo Daemon, nigga! Ah! It was beautiful, right? And the whole movie, it wasn't like, I'm gonna keep it tall. The stakes in the movie weren't that high. It was more of like, there was more comedy moments, and it wasn't super, it's more like Thor Love and Thunder than it is Endgame. If that's the best good way to put it. But in a way, this movie was important. And I hope that they don't go back when the series comes back to writing Gohan to be a softie. I really hope they don't, because they have a problem with forgetting things and just doing it. So what happens is, all right, the Red Ribbon Army's back. Not a fan of that. I'm actually not a fan of that at all. I hated that. I hated the fact that the only villains you get in Dragon Ball Z are Frieza and the Red Ribbon Army. Just sit back and think about how much Frieza and the Red Ribbon Army has done. If you like, can we get some new villains, bro? Please. I get it. The Moro arc's coming to anime. I get it. There's gonna be new characters. But I'm so sick and tired of rehashing Frieza and the Red Ribbon Army, bro. We get it. Androids, man. So anyway, the Red Ribbon Army is back for the 567th time. And the leader of it goes and it's a new leader now. He goes and gets Dr. Gero's grandson, who's 24 years old, looks like a baby. But Dr. Gero's grandson isn't evil. He's a mad scientist, or he's a scientist, just like Gero. He's a genius, but he's not evil. I liked that wrinkle. I really liked that wrinkle. He wasn't evil, actually. The Red Ribbon Army guy had to actually lie to him and confuse him to thinking that Bulma and them, Capsule Corp, was the bad guys. It was called Dragon Ball Z Superhero because Dragon Ball, obviously, they were talking about superheroes and the whole theme of superheroes. And Dr. Gero's grandson created superhero robots, right? And I'm not going to lie, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 were some of the best characters in that whole movie. They had a character arc. They had development, and spoiler, one of them dies. I think it's Gamma 2 dies, or Gamma 1, whatever. The other one stays and becomes a part of the Capsule Corp team. So does Dr. Gero's grandson. But, so anyway, they kidnapped Pan, Gohan's daughter. And Piccolo, low-key, what I liked about this whole movie is that Piccolo is a tactician. Piccolo is not somebody who brute forces you. He's just not. He's never been. Piccolo is a tactician. Piccolo beats you with strategy and mind. He doesn't beat you because he's strong. That's why Piccolo, to me, I hate how they treat him, because Piccolo should be able to beat most of these people, because I'm going to keep it tall. Most of the people they fight and most of the people are idiots. And a lot of them are stupid. And Piccolo's way smarter than them. So what he did, what I liked about this movie is Piccolo was in control the entire time. There's points in this where I was like, oh, they're going to hold Piccolo. And then it was like, oh, they didn't really. Piccolo kind of chose to be holed out. And here's the reason why. Because Piccolo knows the easiest way for Gohan to tap into that person that he truly is, because this whole movie is about Gohan's potential. They even go back and have Shenron unleash Piccolo's potential. I don't know why he didn't wish to have Gohan's potential unlocked without having to kidnap Pan, but I guess they didn't need a wish for that. And they also explain how Bulma has stayed as young looking as she's stayed this whole time. She's been getting plastic surgery from Shenron. She's been getting BBL. She's been getting snacks from Shenron. I ain't know all that, but it makes sense now. They didn't need to explain it, but it was explained, and I liked it today. Anyway, so Piccolo infiltrates the, this is all spoilers by the way, infiltrates the Red Ribbon Army. He sneaks in there, here's their plan. This is how much in control Piccolo is. Piccolo sneaks into the Red Ribbon Army, beats up one of the guards, takes their suit, easy work, goes in there, here's all their plans. He has time to leave, tell Bulma the plans, come back, and still doesn't get caught. I loved all of that. I said, this is how Piccolo get down, bro. This is how Piccolo get down. Y'all forget Piccolo was the one who really, when Cell stuck the arm and it dried up, it's like, oh, told me enough, snap, regenerate, thank you, I'm out. Piccolo's a genius. I love Piccolo. That's why Piccolo is one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite. Anyway, so they kidnap Pan, and now this whole time Piccolo could have just wished for the Red Ribbon, and he goes, "Nah, I don't want to. It's a pride thing." But I think it's more than pride. I think it was this. The whole thing was about unlocking Gohan's potential, and that was more important than anything that happened in this movie. So, quick, let's get through it. Piccolo gets the new transformation. So, another thing I hated about this movie, probably my biggest gripe about this movie was the ultimate villain at the end was another form of Cell. Bruh, I almost spit in my popcorn. I said, are you serious? Are you serious, bro? Can y'all Cell Max? And here's the worst part of Cell Max. It's really just Cell imperfect, semi-perfect Cell boosted up. It's not even perfect Cell. You thought that they would make a rehash of perfect Cell, but maybe that perfect Cell, the only way to make him is to absorb. So anyway, but this is like a worse version because this is like he's just a monster. It's just like a Frankenstein version of Cell. He's not smart. He has no. That was Cell's whole thing about being regal and not imperfect, not second form Cell, but still. So he was just like a Godzilla, going around crushing things. I hated that. I said you could have made that anything. You could have made that any monster. It didn't have to be imperfect. I mean, whatever. I hated that. Dragon Ball Z, please stop the rehashing, man. Please stop doing your greatest hits, man. We get it, bro. We get it, bro. We do not need a new Boo. All right? I see what y'all doing. Y'all done Frieza a million times. You're going to do Frieza again. You done Cell twice now. Actually, more than twice if you count when they went to the Afterworld and fought Cell and Nappa and all them. I think that was GT. Stop. Please, if y'all need to hit me up, call me or something. Bro, I got storylines for days, new bad guys, all that. What I did like though, I've always said Dragon Ball Z is at its best when it is parodying or doing a riff of something that's popular in the culture. Now let me stick to this. Some of y'all know, what? No, they just need to make 100% original. Nah. Look at it like this. The Android Saga and the Trunks movie, and Trunks in general, was really just Terminator and John Connor. They just looked at that and made their version. One of the greatest arcs ever. Frieza and who is Frieza? I can't think now. But Cell is their version of like a monster movie, of like a Creature from the Black Lagoon. If you notice the tone of the Cell saga is more like, especially in the beginning, is more like a horror movie than it is an action movie. You know what I mean? And I liked it that. I can't really think of exactly who Frieza was. Frieza's kind of like a play on Superman. There it is. It's Superman. In my head. Superman. The whole destroy your planet, Goku, the beginning art. It's Superman. It's Superman, right? So the Frieza, Superman, right? Then we get into the androids, which is Terminator. Then we get into Cell, which is just any horror movie, right? When they did the superhero thing, I said, that's good job, because that's what's popping right now. I still think they could have done more with it and made them more, because this, like I said, the stakes weren't high and the bad guy, like I wasn't really afraid like something too bad was going to happen. So anyway, let me get to the end. They get Pan. I keep saying Videl. And Piccolo is still pretending to be a Red Ribbon Army guy because Gohan's not, he's fighting Gamma, and I don't think he's ready. Let me So every time Piccolo needed Gohan to get up to that next level, he would pretend to yoke Japan up. He would do something, and then it would make Gohan snap and go back into that primal state and go right at. He turned Super Saiyan 2, which is swaggy. Mystic Gohan, which is swaggy. Then he, spoiler, got a new transformation. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not a big fan of how the new transformation looks. I'm just not. I think it's like a play on Ultra Instinct because his hair is white. I hate how big his hair is. His hair is literally like cartoony big. It's almost like when people do a parody of Dragon Ball Z, how they would make their hair, right? And then also what I didn't fully like about that, this is the Dragon Ball Z nerd in me. Gohan's transformations, I think, should not come with big cosmetic changes. Because it's not that Gohan is transforming to something else, it's that he's tapping into himself. That's what I thought. That's why Mystic Gohan was so genius, because his hair was black. He was just more, he went from cosmetically, he looks different than when he was Super Saiyan 2. He looks more like regular. So I feel like the more, because he is that. It's inside him the whole time, right? It doesn't change. It shouldn't. So the more, it should be less, but it's like a bit, I know they got to sell toys and whatever, so I'm not a big fan of it, but Gohan got a new transformation. So did Piccolo, and I'm very happy. Oh, I'm more happy at the Piccolo transformation than the Gohan. But hey, that's basically the movie. Shout out to everybody who watches all the way to the end. I had fun. Did I have my gripes? Yes, I did. And really, was this movie just a way of boosting those guys? Absolutely. And am I mad at that? No, because that desperately needed to happen before all this other stuff, and then Goku and Vegeta get another power up. Like, can we just? I love the fact that Goku and Vegeta were not in this movie like that. They weren't that important. They were like a quick little fight each other, but they didn't save the day. It shows that there's other people. Gohan should get the title of the Defender of the Earth. And I think what y'all should show is you don't have to. A man is somebody who has the academic acumen, the sense to up himself and his family. But a man is also somebody who will protect his family. Show the duality of both of those. What makes Gohan better than Goku is not that he chose to be a family man, not a fighter. It should be that he's the best parts of Goku and little of the worst, because he loves the family in a way that Goku can't express. So honestly, it should be able to make him, because Goku gets strong, fighting for the people he loves. So Gohan initially his potential should be way higher because he has a way more higher threshold of love. Now, I didn't mean the video to be this long. I could have made this 2 hours long, honestly. So if you watch this all the way to the end, thank you. I really just love talking about Dragon Ball Z. So if you saw it, put it in the comment section. We out.